Right, back to these blooming things. I've had a good couple of days to really think about what is going on with these, and to be honest, a lot of it is me being a bit stupid. It's a simple fact that over this span, the edge is wanting to flatten itself out, and it's only being held by the two outer sides. So how can we sort this out? Well, couple of options. I guess a central rib would probably be quite easy to do and may sort it out, reducing that span in half. Yeah, may sort it out. Essentially, it would be another one of these popped in the middle. I might give that a shot. Other idea I've had, which wouldn't require anything and semi kind of wondering whether it'll work. I might give it a shot just to rescue these without too much more work. And that is to do the ply on this top section first, with all the bend in it, and then to do the bottom section as just a flat piece of ply with no real bend in it. There's very minimal curve in this bottom section, so I don't think it would really affect this bottom edge, and hopefully it would just sit on there and yeah, do what we want, really. So that is my two plans of attack. Let me know what you would do. But there you go, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this one first, give this a go. If this doesn't work, then I'll go out, I'll cut another couple of ribs for the centre on the CNC, and we'll put those in instead, and fingers crossed that works. Okay, off to work. Okay, feeling positive, well, a little more positive. Flat section sitting at the bottom there, going into the curved section there. I hope this is going to work. Fingers crossed, people. Okay, bottom section is glued on. Look at that, it's straight. Oh my word, I'm so happy. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Freaking idiot. Bottom bit on, cut the original top bit down. This is the bit that I put all the grooves in. So let's get that stuck back down. We might be onto something. Top bit clamped down, glued. Still using the super glue to glue this, so fairly quick. We've done it! Oh, I'm so happy. There we go, nice, straight, flat bottom edge. Nice curve still to the main section. And yeah, I think we have now got a process to build the rest of the ramps. Complete. Get some carpet on there and it's job done. I thought I'd just quickly show you how I trim the carpet nice and neat. You get this lovely finished edge, and it's not with the normal sort of tool, it's with the sander. What we do, you get a lovely nice finish along that edge. You can just go over it with a piece of paper afterwards, but yeah, it really sticks down and smooths off that edge so it doesn't peel back up again. Lovely stuff. So that's the first of the small ramps covered. Looking lovely. Okay, so we are back in the garage and we are cutting some more parts for our buggy track. We've got some more ramps that I want to build. These are going to be landing ramps for our 200mm high takeoffs. I want to do some landing ramps. I want to do a box to go in between. Let's get this machine running. It is absolutely freezing out here. I'm super wrapped up to try and keep warm. But yeah, let's get the machine running and get these parts. let's get these parts cut. Okay, so we have now zeroed the machine and we have given it its starting position. This will also be zeroed in on the computer, and then we will start cutting. Okay, so there you have it. We have our first end cut. You'll see I have modified the design a little bit. I have taken out the finger joints. Excuse the noise. I decided to not do the finger joints. They were causing a few issues with not being 100% precise because of the varying thicknesses of plywood. So I have done away with those. You can see I've added 3 holes in the top here. These are going to be for locators for our, well, it can be for anything, but in this case it is for a sort of tabletop type box jump, where I can now make a lot smaller depth top to it, you know, just probably 40 mil deep or something, that can just locate into those holes and raise itself up. It will also mean I can do things like bridges and underpasses and stuff like that. So I've done that, and then we will just have on the opposite side, I will also cut the holes, but I will glue in some short lengths of 18 mil dowel. Right, assembly time for the landing ramp. Bond the sides on to the inner sides to the sides, then the front, then the ribs. You know how it goes. Part assembled. We've got the sides onto the front. Now it's just time to glue the ribs in. So we'll get that done, and then maybe get the second one to this stage. There you go, both now assembled. As per the previous ones, I'm doing all of these ramps in 2 halves just to make transportation and storage that much easier. Assembly went very well, very quick to assemble, which is nice. I wish the everything else was as quick as that, but yeah, all together now. So just the surface left to do out of the 4mm ply, but it is getting on a bit now. It's about 5 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, so I'm going to call it a day and hopefully finish it up maybe one evening in the week. Okay, so just preparing the 4mm ply for the decks. I've cut it to length, and now I'm just going to measure up and cut it to width. It's really nice and easy to cut this. You can just do it with a Stanley knife a couple of times, and it cuts right through. So yeah, we'll get that done, get it glued on, and then we're nearly there. Okay, so I got a nice bead of PVA on there. Now on goes the deck, one-handed. Yeah, tack it down with some super glue, flip it upside down, put some weights on it, because it's nice, a flat surface. I can just whack it straight on the table, throw a bag of sand on top of it, and let it dry, let the PVA go off nice and hard and dry, and we'll be all done. Okay, one down, one to go. Looking good. Back at the CNC again, making the tabletops this time. So these are going to connect into the landing ramps. I'll show you a CAD drawing of it, maybe. So I've got the holes set out now, the correct diameter for the plastic inserts. So this one is, I'm only going to CNC these end parts. The rest is basically just made up of 40mm strips of ply. So I can just run off a load of those on the table saw, and then essentially make the tabletop whatever height I want. And then yeah, so we'll get this done. I've got, that's the first set for one jump, one top, and then I'll do a second set for the second top. Next up, I'm just going to cut a load of these strips to work as the braces to go in between. As I mentioned earlier, they don't really need to be CNC because all they are is a flat strip of wood. I've got lots of nice little offcuts which I can use up, which is great news. So I can get rid of those, and then some longer ones to run down the sides, and then the deck. I've got sheet plywood waiting for that. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, bit messing around. Made a little jig up to get the sort of rails in the right place and spacing, so that works out whatever it is. Down the length, I've decided to extend this to 1 meter. I can't remember if I said, for the top, which is a lot bigger than I was going to do. I was only going to do sort of 600, which would be a sort of square, but I thought that's probably going to be a bit short. So yeah, did that. I made some little corner fillet blocks just to help keep everything a little bit stronger. Okay, so that is the first frame made up. Yeah, I think it's going all right. A little bit nervous about the connections, whether they're gonna be strong enough, but I think with a bit of reinforcement they should be fine. So yeah, second one. Okay, so here we are, all done. Top skinned with 3mm ply. Sorry I didn't get any footage of doing that. I completely forgot. I've got a small little lip on the edge there, just to help with cars going off the edge. I just need to try and get hold of some more carpet to cover it with, but that's no major issue. And then links together on the pins there, so yeah, works a treat. So we got there in the end. Very happy with the results. I think now we've got a bit of a process worked out. Any more that we do should be a little easier and hopefully a little smoother. But yeah, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out on the channel. But yeah, I will see you in the next one.